Hi, Andre Christie. This is Donnie again. Want to do a quick little tutorial on how to add a new page to your site and some things that you need to think about. For this tutorial, let's go with the idea that we're going to add a page under hours of operation called holiday because maybe you have different hours of operation during the holiday, so we want to have a different page. Obviously, this could apply to anything similar to what we've done here. So what we do is go to our dashboard, and right here, if this is not clicked, make sure you click that. Click Add New. Now, there's some things you want to think about. Number one is right here. Um, when you're adding a new page, there's something called a permalink, and let's give you an example of what a permalink is. If I clicked hours of operation, see where see the title of the page says hours of operation, but the permalink just says .com/hours. The reason is you don't want to have SwissPastryOnline.com/hours of operation. That's kind of a long thing to tell somebody. But if you want to put it on a business card or put it on a link to somewhere, you can just simply easily say that you wanted to go to SwissPastryOnline.com/hours. And same thing with here. We don't want to say holiday hours. We just want to, so we may want to say that on the page, but on the permalink, we don't want that. So let's say on the permalink, we just type holiday. Tab over down to here, and that locks in this little permalink here. Now it's SwissPastry.com/holiday. Now I'll show you how we want to change that, where it goes here in just a minute. So this is where you want to type in all of your text. Okay, these are the holiday hours, and then you can type whatever you want. Remember from another tutorial that we did, if you want to paste something directly from Word, you don't want to do that. If you have it in Word, you want to go up here and say paste as plain text, and this is where you'll paste in what you want, insert that, and now that strips away any of the code that Word automatically had in there, and so that way it will look good on your site. Otherwise, if you paste it directly from Word, it will not look good, and the formatting will be very it will be far off from what you want. And so let's just keep it simple like that to say that. Now, when you're creating a new page, again, if you wanted to bold this, you want to italicize it, you want to center it, there's some different things you can do there. Whenever you use a hyperlink, just by typing the hyperlink in here, it doesn't actually hyperlink. So what you want to do is copy that, click right here where it's just this chain link. You can delete that off and then just simply paste in. Our rule of thumb when you're pasting a hyperlink, a link like this, is if you want the link to stay on your page, or excuse me, on your site, then you can either leave this target as is, or you could say in the same window. If you want the link to go to another page, let's say you wanted the link over to the Marketing Twins, or to some kind of the city of Fort Worth, or something like that, something outside of your site, you want this to link to a new window, because we want them to go to the Marketing Twins site, but after they're done with the Marketing Twins site, once they close it out, we want them to still see your site on the page. Otherwise, if you link them to the same in the same window, as soon as they close that out, they're going to get off your site, and they may never want to go back, and you want them to stay on your site as long as you can. The only other difference is if you want something, if you put a PDF like a menu, even though that's kind of on your site, it's a PDF file, and a lot of times people open up the PDF file, they print it, and then they delete that window. And again, another reason to keep it kind of on a new window. So a rule would be on any PDFs or any link to an external website from your site, that's what you would want to do in a new window. Otherwise, you can default it to what's this not set, or you can actually say same window here. I'm going to say same window here. Now, when we've got this set up, we are going to the hours of operation. We don't want this as a menu bar up here, so we want it actually as a sub-menu under hours of operation. So what it does is we come down here to this section here where it says main page. We don't want that. We want it under hours of operation. Now, this order is very important. Because hours of operation is the only sub-menu, we could probably be careful just putting that as number one. If, however, you're creating a page that says holiday hours, and it was going to be number one, but you're going to have another one below that that said summer, then the order for summer might be number 2, or you might want to have summers number 1 and holiday number 2, and that determines how they drop down. You know, breakfast, bakery, lunch, and cake. These are all set up as 1, 2, 3, 4. So that little order thing is very important. Once you've got this set up, you would publish the page. Notice that the permalink now has changed because now it's under the hours. So it's pastryonline.com/hours/holiday. And now when we go to your site, we refresh. Let's see, oh, you know what? Okay, this is the other reason it's not showing up. Is once you've got that set, you have to go over here to My Theme to Settings. And then what you have to do is you have to click that right there. Otherwise, it's going to not list it on there. You go down here and you save the options. Now, loading, still loading. Still loading. Okay. Now you've got your holiday. If they click on that, it takes them directly to the holiday hours. Now, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and get that off there in case somebody's looking at this at your site as we're doing this tutorial. We don't want them to get confused as to what the holiday hours is. So we've kind of hidden the page, but we can still make changes for the sake of this tutorial. Now, if I click it, there's no drop-down menu. All right, the one change I want to go back to this page, and this now kind of goes back to editing the page. Now that you've got the page set, you think, well, one thing I didn't like about, see if I can click that again. Scroll down and you'll find the word holiday. See how the word holiday is not capitalized? Or maybe we want to say holiday hours or something like that. Now that you've locked in the permalink, you can make this whatever you want it to be. I'm going to say view our holiday hours. Okay, and then you can update the page. And if you want to see what it looks like, you can click preview changes here. And there is the preview. And now it's hard to tell up here, but it's .com/hours/holiday, but the title of the thing says view our holiday hours. So that gives you some idea of how to add a new page, as well as how to go back and edit it and make changes to it. Hopefully you'll find that helpful as you continue to make and edit pages as you need to. You may not need to add that many, but again, if you ever do, you can click that preview and then go from there. See, we've got that set up, even stayed within the site. If you ever wanted to change that, and let's change this, highlight this whole link here, click the edit link. Oh, did something wrong here. There we go. So if we want to open it up in a new window, we can update that, update the page. Now we're going to preview the page. The reason I'm not going back to your site to preview it is because we kind of took it out where you can't see it. This is again just for the tutorial. Notice that what happens when we open it up in a new window, see, it opens up in a new window. So that way, if this was a document or a PDF file or some other kind of link to a Fort Worth site or the Marketing Twin site, when I'm done reading it and I click out of it, I'm back to your site. So hopefully that explains that. Anyway, that's a little bit of tutorial on how to add a new page to your website, as well as how to edit it after you're done.